In Dungeons and Dragons, what you do is to create a fantasized universe of the mind in which expediency to achieve your goal is more important than any kind of moral frame of reference to your actions.
So we have a wizard now teaching the children of his magical studies.
That's kind of far out.
Mazes and monsters is a far-out game. Swords, poison, spells, battles, maiming, killing.
Hey, it's all imagination.
Is it?
This is the Heroes Era.
Welcome to the Heroes Era. I'm your Dungeon Master, Ben, and we are playing a game of Dungeons and Dragons. This is session 25 of our fourth campaign together. And joining me, I have Bodhi as Durian.
A tough orc who found his family. Sorta, like a little bit.
Chris as Edward.
Just a man on a mission of vengeance.
Joel as Peter.
Fling sorcerer and your friend in the dark.
And Jason as Desperado.
The nimble elf paladin looking to bring light to this dark realm right now.
And tonight we are telling a story, but we do not yet know how it will go. The players, the dungeon master, the dice, all of these will have a hand in how the game unfolds. This is the Heroes Era. If you're joining us for the first time, you can check out our session recaps, courtesy of Bodhi, and he'll catch you up on all of the stories so far. Other than that, why don't we jump right into the game here? Last by the Bugaisha, this assault led by Hideo with PJ at his side. You slayed the necromancer that had taken root in the cellar of Shantia's bean garden, as well as some of the more powerful devils and undead that dwelled therein. You also defeated, to secure victory, a siege zombie that broke through the main gates with a legion of undead in its wake. Well done, by the way. And you all came out on the better end of that. And as the din of battle subsides, there is an energy of power and calm that overtakes Shantia's bean garden. You hear a distant horn that echoes through the courtyard, and you feel the power of Brahms come over you and bless your armor, enhancing it with a +1 bonus.
All of us.
Hey Ben, what about for those of us that do not wear armor of any kind?
Sucks to be you.
Do my abs glow?
Your shirt gets really thick. Like it feels really...
What do you wear, Peter?
I don't wear anything. I'm not proficient with any armor. I mean, I guess I wear a robe.
Hang on. That's not how I was picturing Peter.
I gotta change this whole thing.
That would have changed my whole interaction.
Chainmail on, homie.
Peter, do you use any mundane weapons? You don't, right?
I don't. All I use right now is my magics, which I channel through my magic stone that was picked up. I am like a full mage. No multi-class this time.
He's got a dagger.
I don't think I've used that.
You shanked a person before.
It's been a while, yeah.
Hey, Brahms can give his bonus to me, all right?
Yeah,
I'll take both of them.
Can I just give my bonus to his too?
Double it and give it to the next one.
Once, gosh, let's see. Let me think on it. I have a couple ideas here, but I want to make sure I'm not, going overboard or underboard here. So, Let me think on that. Gosh, put me on the spot here right away. So, again, you all received the blessing of Brahms. I think for Peter, this will end up being some kind of bonus that you can make use of once a day, like, but you already have that with the scepter that you received. So, okay, let me think on it.
I don't wear any armor, but I do have clothes on.
Gosh, you guys are not. This is really.
I'll take a flat increase. Okay, you can bless my body. It doesn't matter to me.
I will happily take the +1 bonus on my armor.
Yeah,
I will happily take a +1 bonus as well.
I've already updated the character sheet. Thank you.
This is what happens when I don't go crazy with armor.
If you guys didn't gain a bonus from that, we can address that before the night ends. We can talk about it on the break. We'll think of something cool that works that doesn't overshadow +1 armor bonus. Nonetheless, you guys do find yourselves. Sorry.
I just saying, they should wear armor. It's great.
Hey,
right?
Come on now.
Have you tried it? It's amazing.
Durian wields a shield from time to time, but
yes,
Peter doesn't, right?
Peter does not. No.
Okay. Anyways, put that on the back burner.
Spellcasters.
You guys do find yourselves in still at Shantia's Bean Garden. Minoware thanks the group of you and offers you payment. He says, "I'm not sure that we would have survived without you. You have earned your coin." And he hands you several heavy bags full of coins. He says, "We agreed on 700 gold. I made it 800 as a sign of my appreciation." So you can all add 200 gold to your inventory.
Awesome.
I've sent some of our warriors below to clear the basement. It should not be too big of an obstacle now that you have wiped out the necromancer and the devils that dwell therein.
If I may add, Minware, there was a ghost, a spirit down below. If it pleases you, I think he means no harm, and he was actually of help to us. I would look to maybe speak with him later and figure out what might be required to allow him to pass on to the next life. But so you know, he should not be a threat to you or your soldiers while they're down there.
Very well. They have not returned with word of that, so I hope that all is gone well.
There is also the matter of returning the dead back to the mother. Do you have access to perhaps spring or some other source of water that might reach the mother, where we might send the fallen that they might pass on peacefully?
There is the fresh well in the dungeon below. That is where we draw our water, and it goes out to the Highland Sea.
If you need help with that, I'd be happy to help. My lady Valindra, she has asked me to pass any spirits on to Therazessa's realm that might come across our path.
Very well.
Minoware, Durian says as he kind of just like sits down on the ground where that coffee tree that healed him was, very bloodied and very injured, just holding this bag of gold. We fought off all the undead. They're gone. They're not coming back, hopefully. But did you get a lot of the Bugaisha? Did you kill a lot of them, or did they just run away with like a lot of forces? Are they gonna come back?
We did fell a number of them, but They kept good cover behind the tree line. We definitely put a dent in their numbers, but if they return, we'll be ready for them.
All right. We should wash their dead too, right? Make sure they can't come back and be used as soldiers.
They are my
Things that they
brethren
left
as
behind,
well,
yeah.
so I would gladly see them make their way to the afterlife that they deserve.
Right.
Okay.
But
all right.
my only fear is that obviously Hideo is not going to allow this to go
Unpunished.
unpunished. Thank you, Diane. That's right. Yeah. He's not going to, nor will he forget this, I'm sure. And his friend PJ.
Man, screw PJ. He's a kid. He can't do much.
Perhaps not. We are well armed here, and without the incursion from within to aid their assault, they will have a tough task ahead of them in assaulting our fortress. Gate.
And in that battle, would the power coming from the source that you've now like secured, is that amplified in any way, that the spirits below are not tainting your encampment, or is?
I think that because we have slain the one who was bringing them back, we will be able to grow in power and branch out from here now.
Is there anybody that you're allied with that we might come across that you would want us to tell about your recent success? If just we happen to pass by.
As I said, I will pass along a good word for you. And my cousin Takeshita in the north, he will certainly, grant you sanctuary if you need it and aid you in any way that he can.
Do you have any sort of token or a password or something that your soldiers use to show allegiance?
Yes, I will give you a personal recommendation with the seal of the Queen.
That'd be great.
That'd be great. Yeah.
And your cousin said the name was Takesh. They're in the north. What are they doing up north? Are they fighting giants, fighting off Bugaisha, or are they just surviving the wild?
Yes, they are seeking to find a way to the floating mountain, but also they intend to recover parts of the city and places within the crater that were revealed, should it be our fate that we cannot return the mountain to the ground.
Is there any downside to getting places in the crater first before putting the mountain back?
Well, it depends by what means we replace the mountain. Certainly, if it is placed forcefully, then many places will be crushed. So that is a bit of a kind of a last-ditch effort.
I mean, better than letting the queen have it, Lady Jude.
Right. Our aim, though, is to return the queen, the real queen, Gwynistry, and the mountain to its place. We do not intend to let Lady Jude take the mountain into her realm.
I intend to stand with you in that, and if we can aid in bringing the Lady Gwynistry back, I would happily lend my sword to that.
My cousin Takeshita and many of our forces have made camp in the woods to the west of Jotara, where there is a junction of the main paths that remain. And he shows you on your map where that location is. I will mark it with a number and I will name it later.
Yoterra. Okay,
This
so
is
this
towards the
like,
north. And it would be number
north.
22. Beneath the crest of the crater, the base of the mountain.
Is Kevin around? Because I know
Yes.
he was up top fighting with the elves.
Kevin is at hand.
Kevin, I know you. How was the whole thing with the ATK? Did that work out good? Was it bad? Did you even go on that mission? I can't remember. I've been very, very badly hurt.
Yes, yeah, I was able to gather some info actually, and some valuable intelligence. Two things mainly. In 8 days, at sunset, under light of the 10-day moon, the ATK will send a small force against a source on Sugar Bowl. That's what they're calling the inner slope of the crater. I was not able to get the name of the actual location they'll be assaulting. They're keeping that tightly under wraps probably until they launch their offensive. I was able to talk with some of the troops that are involved and commissioned for this, but they don't know exactly where they'll be going to. Again, that's in 8 days, and they're going to attack at night under the moon. And he looks nervously at Edward. I also have news of Silverado.
Oh, yes, that
And
guy.
Oh,
It seems that he has joined the Fae at the Face of Sorrow Theater. That is near the old docks on the east side of the city. And you can see it marked with the 20 on the east side of your map.
That's not good.
So that was your friend, right? The one.
yeah.
That's his cousin, I think, or his brother.
Cousin.
Yeah, my
Yes,
brother,
yes,
he's
yes. Yes, we
he
met
said
him.
he's fighting with like the Lady Jude's people.
He was making baskets like a crazy guy.
Yeah, he was.
Silverado is a hero to all of the people in the region. So if you intend to seek him out and deliver him from whatever has taken over his mind, then you have my sword.
How long of a... Kevin, do you know how long it would take roughly to get there from where we're at? It's on the East Coast, right?
We could probably get there in a day's travel.
Oh, it's not bad.
He would be a valuable ally to us, and unfortunately a valuable ally to Lady Jude's forces as well, that we could possibly deprive her of. Again, Peter, sorry.
If he is there of his own will.
I mean,
I'm sure that he thinks that's what it is.
yeah.
If we were there, what changes?
Well, he saw us in the Feywild.
You have a way to break him of his spell.
Do you, Mr. Magic Man?
Do we even know what the spell is or what the effect is?
No. Probably not.
You recall that when you delivered his book of names and whatnot to him, that it did seem to, give him a sense of his former self, although he was still struggling with that.
Wait, Kevin, you weren't there when we first met him, were you?
We were looking for Kevin at the time, I think, at Ario.
To me, Ben, being versed in like magic, did it seem like a charm spell of some sort?
It seemed like some kind of psychological effect. that had taken over him.
I'm imagining much beyond my capabilities as a mage, right?
Yes, something seemed to have taken all of his memories and his sense of self.
Kevin, do you know this guy? Or did you just like heard of him because he's like a hero?
Silverado?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know Silverado. We used to travel together. I joined him and his companions after they left my father's farm.
Oh. So maybe you jog his memory and he'll wake up from whatever is going on with him.
Maybe. We certainly share a past with each
History.
other. Absolutely.
Is there anything you would say to him? Shake him. I may have a way to reach him without going all over there.
What's like a thing that he like held dear that you were there for?
Just want to see how far spell on him goes. If he has been corrupted by it, or if he is simply in a state where he is easily influenced.
You know, he was a great hero. He saved me before he even knew me. Just as a favor to my parents who he had just met, he journeyed to the Feywild to retrieve magical honey. And after I had been poisoned terribly, and with that, my mother was able to bring me back from the brink of death. And other than that, we traveled and faced all kinds of danger together.
I mean, if anyone's going to be able to jog his memory, I think Kevin, you've got a good shot.
Could you sound like what the spell that you're gonna do? Can you? Are you able to like mimic Kevin's voice?
You would know it was me. The only reason I am able to is because we met.
Yeah, I don't think it would be a good idea to mess with his mind like that either.
It is a little messed up, but if it does get him out of there, you could fix it later, Seems like a wound, you slap a patch on it, call it good.
Mind-altering magics like these are complicated. They're not something I like to meddle with, personally.
Okay, says the guy that talks in my head all the time.
Although I could.
Minoware approaches you, Edward. Do you mind? Could we speak for a moment?
Yeah. Yes, of course.
Please excuse us, gentlemen.
Okay.
Be right back.
And he kind of walks to the far end of the courtyard with you.
He's gonna kill him.
It's really none of my business, but I noticed that you succumb to primal urges when you fight. Like there is a beast within you that you struggle to keep subdued.
There is a power within me that I'm able to tap into when we are in certain dire circumstances. Like, for example, if someone has a blade to my throat, as it were, I am able to use the full potential of my capabilities to defend myself in ways that I need to. But I assure you that outside of extremely dire circumstances, I am within control of what I carry. I will admit that sometimes if I get exceptionally injured, it can make it a little harder to maintain it briefly, very briefly. But that's I'm still fully me and fully in control of who I am and what I do. You can even ask the other gentleman here. I mean, I sometimes will maintain that form as we travel in between encounters, because it takes quite a bit out of me to shift from one to another. And in between battles, I'm still there. I still am a gentleman. I still have my wits about me. I just am larger and stronger and, frankly, um, more adept to survive.
Certainly you conducted yourself with honor, and I do not question that. But I ask because I have seen things like this in my time. Never have I seen one have such control over their faculties, though, when the beast takes them. To me,
That's you do not insult me in any way by asking these questions. You are quite right to be cautious because you're correct. Generally speaking, someone that has a carries a burden similar to what I do, they don't have control over it. But mine, though it looks almost identical on the surface, I can assure you the source and the way with which it works itself in my system is quite different, and it is not just a curse that I am without control over.
I see. To me, it looks like lycanthropy.
It does. It looks exactly like lycanthropy.
Were you...
And I suppose one could argue that it technically is a form of lycanthropy.
I see.
But you've seen me, and my companions have seen me use this form in broad daylight, on a moonless night. I do not depend on the light from the moon I'm not at the whims of that cycle. I am
You said
control.
that there were circumstances when this was beyond your control. What circumstances would those be?
Well, to give you the short version of it, ruthless poisoning and torture by a madman who wanted to use me as a guinea pig to find power. And one of his blends and concoctions worked.
And what about when Lunar takes the sky? Are you still in control then?
Of course. Of course. Yes.
Edward, will you please roll a deception check, please?
Damn it.
Believe them.
Say it with confidence.
Come on. It wanted to be a 17. Really bad. But it's a 9 instead.
Look, like I said, it's none of my business. But there is a place called the Temple of the Moon. And they say that there is an old man there who is close to Lunar. You say it has not become an issue, but if it does, perhaps you should seek him out. Maybe he would have an answer for what ails you.
Well, I appreciate your concern. I do, and I thank you for this information. I think that I will seek him out, only because one should be cautious and one should be prepared should situations change.
Yes, and if anything, perhaps he can shed some light on the situation. Forgive me.
No pun intended, I'm sure. Yes, well, I appreciate that. But once again, please, I do not want you to fear. I assure you, you are not traveling with just some monster.
No, and you helped to defend my fortress, so I do thank you. And
of course,
you acquit yourself well. I simply wanted to share that info with you in case you can make use of it in some way. Well, shall we rejoin the others?
Yes. Oh, yes, let's do that.
And Minoware accompanies you back to the group.
So you do the whisper thing in our minds. So how is it that you can't change how it sounds? It's like just do it. I don't understand. He's not even listening to me anymore, Desperado. He's fully looking away from me.
He's in his own mind right now, Durian.
Oh, is he doing it to you right now?
No, he may be doing it with himself.
I do it with myself all the time.
Why would
Dear
you need a
Lord,
spell
why
for
have I
that?
Walked it.
You
Yes.
heard that in your
Anyway,
head.
as I
Didn't
said,
say it out loud.
nothing but distinguished gentlemen traveling with us. It's fine.
Yes. Well, if you'll excuse me, I need to see to reinforcing this gate. Let me know if you need anything, and of course you can take lodging on the ramparts as you did last night. Minowari excuses himself.
Durian's just gonna go and help with lifting heavy things to put back onto the door and help reinforce. He's not too handy with a tool, but he can lift a lot, and it's just gonna inquire about healing potions because Durian's out. He used every last drop he could drink. He's not expecting any, but he's just.
Minowari says that there were some below in the dungeon, and he will send a runner, to catch up with the soldiers that have gone below, to take care of whatever remaining threats there are, and see if he can retrieve some healing potions for the group of you. Because as you recall, they were pretty strapped for resources originally, as far as things like that went.
Okay. Right, and I'll just spend my time, helping repair the big door before going to bed with everyone else.
Sure. Kevin mentions, there's, 8 days until this operation takes place. So, did you guys have plans as far as what else you might do before then? I kind of thought I might see what else I could learn from the ATK, unless you want me to go with you guys.
How far away was that temple that they were telling me about?
You see it pictured on the map, number 21 on the far east northern shore. And the Face of Sorrow Theater, where they had mentioned that Silverado was, is number 20, kind of on the central part of that shore.
Okay.
And they said earlier it was about a day's trek to the theater. So it shouldn't be longer than a day and a half at most to get to the temple.
And the ATK is moving on. Which location was it?
So Kevin had said that he was not able to get the name of the location yet. They're they're playing that close to the vest, and they'll probably not know the exact location until the day of the operation.
Right. So he intends like to follow them.
He says, I could see if I can gather more info, but yeah, I thought that we would pick up their trail on the way there, the day of. Or follow them, follow their path, whatever we need to do to find it.
That is 8 days. 8 days time. That would give us time, my friends, if we wanted to go, help Edward at the temple, and we could also go to that Face of Sorrow Theater where Silverado may be.
There is one thing I'd like to bring up. Seeing as we received help from them recently, my people, I do owe them that.
Oh, yes.
So a source must be acquired to protect them from fake weed.
Oh. Right. The theater is a powerful source, remarks Kevin. We know there to be a realm stone and within the theater in the basement. If it is still there, unless they've delivered it to the queen, that is a significant place.
And
I'm gonna point to the ring one more time, and just say their help was promised 3 times. You've already used one, but as you've seen, they are powerful allies.
Yes, of course. Well, we want to make sure our debt is paid, of course. So we have to
That's
add that on the list.
That to me is the most important thing. I do not like owing
certainly.
debts.
No, of course, certainly. I would very much like to get to the temple before the next full moon.
Well,
my friend, I think it's in all of our best interest that you do.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, the theater is on the way.
Especially because the ATK plan to attack, and we'll need you, Edward, says Kevin. And if they do that under the light of the moon, I mean,
I will be ready for the slaughter. I just worry that I won't be pointed in the right direction.
Right.
Yeah, he'll be combat active. Just we don't know who's gonna be on the other end.
I'm going to win. I don't know for whom.
He will be standing.
It'll be something like throwing an alchemist fire in a room and then just pulling the door closed.
That's grim. Well, I don't mind going east. I don't think we had anything else prior to this. Were we supposed to go back to Riverside for anything, and particularly soon? I mean, we just got here, and it didn't take too long.
Nothing I can think, and I feel like we may be not entirely trying to avoid Riverside, but the ATKs there are divided, if I'm not mistaken.
I mean,
right.
We have a Athena working on a cure for Jokra, but
there was one more thing.
Oh, what was it?
The changeling we came across.
Oh. Well.
The one who wears your face, and I turned to Kevin.
Yes.
Where was he last seen at?
He was seen betraying my good name. You remember he betrayed my men and made it look as though I abandoned them. If we find him, I will take him. I will take his life.
Can I make an insight check? I have a hard time trusting people.
What's the issue?
I just want to make sure we're talking to the right one.
Oh.
Yeah.
Please do.
Insight. Not great, but yeah. Let's go.
The political man doesn't have good insight?
Of course not.
What?
I trust everyone.
This seems to be the same Kevin Hawkins that you've been dealing with.
You not read his mind, Peter.
Is he wearing? Well, is he wearing the armor that we gave him last time as well?
The heavy armor.
Etherealness, that one.
The etherealness armor. So I did give it to him after we
yeah, absolutely.
got out of
He's been wearing it since the siege on the fort.
And his blade as well.
Oh yeah, his blade.
Yes.
I mean, we did confirm.
Sorry about the dogs.
Unless at some point during the night that this one got kidnapped and replaced with the changeling guy, it was proven to be him with the whole.
I'm just saying he was pretty useless in a fight, so could happen.
Kevin, he was shooting people over the wall. Granted, I didn't see how he did, so I can't speak to his efficiency.
Actually, I think it's been established in Sawyer, right, Ben, that he's a pretty strong warrior on his own right.
Absolutely. He's a mid-ranking commander in the army of the Three Kingdoms. So.
And he fought his way through the Feywild's games as well, right?
That's right.
So he's definitely someone capable. I have seen the changeling that has taken your face. I can send a message to him.
1 second. I'm sorry, guys. You guys can go ahead.
I can send a message to him, or I can send a message to your basketweave friend.
I mean,
but there is only one I can send today before I rest. Unfortunately, the battle was quite draining on me.
I think sending something to Silverado is the right way to go. If we were going to send it, I don't know if we want to tip him off that we're coming in case he's like under the influence of anyone's power.
That was my thought too, Dorian. Like,
Yeah.
obviously his head is not in the right place. You know, we don't want to necessarily be showing our cards before we get there.
Remembers you. There might be a chance.
I mean, it's been so long since he has seen me, aside from when we met. But I mean, he fought along Kevin. That maybe Kevin might be able to say things.
My fear is
more
that
current.
my fear is that we get there and he's too far gone. There's no saving him.
Well,
I
I mean,
think-
if that is the case, I mean, the sooner the better, right?
Are you ready to face your brother if it comes to that?
Yeah,
I
we'll
mean-
see. Yeah, I mean, we'll see what my lady says and how it goes. I remain optimistic. You know.
Ooh, what if we wash him in the river? Would that do anything?
I
Good
have
idea.
I have the feeling this is some sort of fey magic. Don't think it will be so simple.
Well, at any count, I think we got to go to the
Apologies,
temple.
my friend Peter. You have a lot of doubt in you.
I've dealt with magics that deal with shattering minds. Nasty business.
I think we should go to the temple, help Edward out, and then take a quick trip down. You know, visit Silverado, see what he's doing, see what's going on, and we bring Kevin along as well, and he'll say some. You were the best man at my wedding, and he'll wake up and be like, "That's right," and he'll be on our side. And then we head west after that, and
Yeah, I don't disagree about going to the Temple of the Moon, but logistics on our side. It seems like it might be a better trek to go by way of the theater and then head north from there, as opposed to heading through the Bugaisha's realm. You know.
I mean, there's also Minowari's cousin, Takesha, who can at least shelter us for a night.
We'll say if we destroy the Bugaishas, it brings down on the number of enemies we'll have to face later on. Bring down their numbers now. Not expecting
They're in
this.
Jotara, is that correct, Ben? Takesha?
They're just west of Jotara in the woods there.
Expect
They
us
have
to
made
chase
a
after them
separate
right now.
fortress, yes.
Numbers are down. After this battle, they will expect us to chase after them. Expect us to hold up.
Well, I guess it leaves it to a decision then. Do we go up? Do we go north or do we go east? On the roads of civilization or through the woods?
I think it might be smart if we stuck to the.
That's one for the roads. Anyone else? Okay, looks like we're going to the
Yeah.
road.
Yeah, I trust you. I trust your judgments. Trust your judgments, my friends. We can go that route.
All right. Well, Minowari, we'll talk to your cousin. We'll meet up with him and we'll explain how things are going here, and then we'll head to this temple.
So are we leaving now, or are
Oh
we?
no,
staying
we're
the
sleeping
night?
first.
Okay. In that case, I will bring up the point. I have one more surge of magic that I can expand for today. Should you send a message to an ally or reach out to someone that worries you?
I don't think you could reach anyone that I'm looking for.
Okay, how does this work? How intimately do you need to know?
If I have seen their face once, it is enough. If I have met them.
Not just a name?
What do you think, Ben? Would that be like a percentage-based thing, or would it just automatically fail?
Put your spell in the chat for me, please.
Okay. Sending.
With which you're familiar. I think you need to have met them.
Well, I don't know.
I think you should say something mean to Hideo.
Oh yeah.
Ah,
Put more fuel on the fire.
or some salt in the wound. Yeah.
What if he attacks in revenge while we're gone?
Could you?
I mean, a soldier attacking out of anger is a soldier at a disadvantage, if you ask me.
If we're not going to send this message to Silverado for fear that he'll, say something about us trying to go after him, and we're not going to send this message to Hideo because we want to taunt him, could you send it to Jakra and see if it works?
Chakra.
I don't know if you want to spend the magic at the end of the day.
No. That's Joel talking. Who's Chakra?
Oh.
Oh,
Where's this monk that you traveled with?
you got turned to stone. You're
Peter,
your friend.
Peter knows Jafra.
Your friend.
It's been
Your
so
friend, Jeffrey.
long. I'm so sorry, Chris.
Like
The guy you were really
Okay.
cool with.
Yeah, he was there for like 5 minutes.
That guy that I promised I would somehow save. That guy. Okay. Don't think it'll work if it's stone, right?
I mean,
Well,
Give
you
it a
guys
try.
should decide whether or not you're going to send this message, and then you can rest for the evening, and we'll carry on.
I mean, if you don't want to go to waste, you can use it just to confirm that Kevin is in fact Kevin.
I think I think I trust him enough. I'm gonna send it to Hideo.
That's pretty clever, Jason.
oh God.
What's that?
That's pretty clever, I said.
Oh, thank you.
What message do you send to Hideo, Peter?
Give me like 5 minutes to construct it because I have a limited.
Oh, sucks.
That for Darian.
It's get charges back on my axe to get a D4
sorry.
every long rest.
Dang.
I'm
You
gonna
have
go
one
with
instead of
like
zero?
the general just spend of your forces failed, your men dead, or what? Sleep well tonight. Maybe your last.
Peter, we will meet again. I hope that you know that, and it won't be on your terms. The day goes on, and the troops, under Minoware's charge, and you guys can rest for the evening, and that's effectively when you level up to level 6.
Woo.
As you have already. Very well, thank you. And morning comes. Sugar Fleece brings the light as she does every day for the people of the realm. And from the dungeons below Shantia's Bean Garden, Minoware's messenger brings back to you 2 potions of greater healing and 2 potions of healing.
Nice.
Well,
When you guys see me in the morning, for some reason my forehead has grown like 2 sizes. As my psionic ability increases once
are
more.
you
Oh my
okay?
God.
You're turning into is it the leader from Marvel Comics? Yeah.
It kind so here's the thing about this subclass of sorcerer is that some of them get their powers from like psionic monsters, and then some of them get them from like elder gods. So I don't know as a character and as a player where the origin of my power comes from. All I know is that like at some point I think I grow tentacles.
Ah,
So
Okay.
That
sounds ominous.
That's like down the road. It's like eight levels from now, but
Yeah,
at some
sure.
point I grow tentacles, I get slimy, and I fly.
Um, uh,
So
Kevin,
with a werewolf, so it
I'm
can't be
just
that
prepping
weird.
you guys for what's coming down the road.
Kevin Hawkins approaches you all.
Thanks.
So, do you want me to join you then on your way to the Temple of the Moon?
I think so, yes.
Okay.
Well, yeah, because we should be headed straight from there down to see Silverado, and that's where we need you with us. So,
And if you can break him out of his spell, I mean, big ups for your reputation with the ATK. I think people would greatly enjoy having an old hero back.
indeed.
I know that there's a powerful wizard that has taken residence in the Temple of the Moon. All of his friends were killed by the Bugai Shah. His name's Kendall, and I know that he was actually tasked with finding me at one point. I think it would be good to see him.
You'd go wrong.
Well then,
Yeah, of course.
I'm ready when the group of you are, says Kevin.
Real quick, 2 normal healing potions, 2 greater healing potions.
Take the little one.
All right, you take 1 little one. Chris, do you want any healing potions on you?
I don't have any on me currently. No.
Do you want?
Yeah, I will take some.
We have a small one, a normal healing potion, and 2 graders.
If it's okay with you, can I take one of the graders to carry with me? Because things get really weird if I get too low on my health.
Okay, you'll take a grader. I'll leave it up to you, Joel, if you want a big or a small one, because I don't know what will benefit you more. Probably the bigger one, to be honest.
My thing is, I don't think I'll ever get to a point where I'm using a potion, because if I'm getting hit, I'm probably going down quick. So maybe the small one to bring one of you guys back up.
You have to survive the first round of combat to get to the point to take the potion.
Yeah, it's good for you to carry one, Peter, so that like you said, if you need to bring one of us back in a
I'll take a small one, because I don't think I'll ever be able to like use one for myself. I think I'll take more damage in that round than that healing potion will heal.
Okay, I'll take a greater then. Now we got that settled. I guess without much fanfare, Durin will just, pack up his stuff, what little he has, and motion for everybody to start hiking out.
Yeah, I'll reach out telepathically to my steed and bring them back, and I'll ride my elk.
Very good. Then what is your proposed route?
I think we decide on going north to Manawari's cousin's camp at first, and then we're here, going along the road, going up, and telling him, check in, see what's going on, tell him what happened, and say like, hey, your cousin's fine, everything's good down there, if they didn't get a messenger already, and then heading east to the temple, and I guess deciding from there to go south or not, depending on how bad we are at that point.
What would the pathway be like, Ben, if we were to kind of like round this way? What's that number 14? Sorry, I actually look at myself.
It is a last house.
The last house.
That is essentially the edge of civilization before you go into the Giants' territory. So, last house is an inn of sorts.
I'm fine with skirting the edge of the woodland on the west.
Yeah, I'm apprehensive to travel right up the main roads, knowing that is where all of our enemies also travel.
Don't worry, guys. I know how to speak giant.
There's also a barracks there from the ATK. And second junction, which if I remember correctly is also a ATK
Keep in mind,
spot.
keep in mind if Kevin is with us, he may not want to run into some of them.
Kevin, did you go to? Where did you go to get your information? Did you go there or did you go another place?
I went up to Station 8.
Okay, so you didn't go to the junction or the barracks.
No. I'm not sure if the ATK still holds second junction. They gave up a lot of their smaller holdings to focus on gaining ground within the crater. But, no doubt our trek through the city will be fraught with peril. I say we head out before the day grows any later.
Then let's head up through the left then and
Yeah,
hug the tree line and get to this inn at least.
Sure. And there is a lesser road that leads north, along the route that you guys have in mind. And so you set out, leaving Chantia's bean garden behind. Let's take a short break and come back here at the bottom of the hour for as far as for us, and that playtime resumes in about 12 minutes.
Sounds good.
pew pew.
The sound of a hammer striking an anvil echoes across the room as Cyrus Hammerhand steps forward. His sturdy boots heavy against the stone floor. His broad, muscular frame is covered in soot, and the marks of countless hours at the forge. His gruff voice is steady, like the rhythmic pounding of a blacksmith.
Ah, so you're curious about me, eh? Name's Cyrus Hammerhand. I come from Mount Hammer, the finest mountain you'll ever lay your eyes on. Raised in the forge, you could say. My hands, these hands, aren't just for shaking or holding a mug. They were made for shaping, crafting, making something that'll last. For years, I worked the forge. Hammered steel, shaped the finest weapons and armors you could ever ask for. There was no finer craftsman in the mountain, and that's the truth. But somewhere along the way, I saw the world around me. I realized that the work I was doing, the tools, the weapons, the armor, it was all for the wrong reasons. The world was raging, just like the fires in my forge after a long day's work. People fighting over petty things, kingdoms crumbling, lives shattered. I knew I had to do something. Fixing the world needed more than just hammers and anvils. It needed hands, steady hands, to guide it back into balance. So I picked up my hammer, a different kind of tool, a holy symbol of Brahm, the true forger and my guide. I'm still a craftsman at heart, don't get me wrong, but now my craft is more than just metal. It's people. I've got a lot of work ahead of me. That's what I do. I fix things. I heal the wounds of the world, one hammer blow at a time, until it's whole again. And if you're ready to join me, well, there's always room for a few more hands in the forge.
Hey, yeah, how you doing? Scuzz is my name. I got a simple sort of life, sort of at the beginning. I was born one of triplets, the youngest one. I got my brothers Scud and Skull. Pretty cool guys. Skull's a pretty tough fella. He's he's a tough guy. But Scud's cool though. He's a nice one. Anyway, Scud always had the brains, and Skull always had sort of the brawn, and I was always sort of just like the other one. I've eventually sort of found my way though in our basic little goblin raiding clans is what the goblins do that can't really do much else of anything. So that's where I found myself, doing some little raids, a little pillaging here and there, until one day I found this lovely little deck of cards amongst some things. Dug through one of the cards, started looking at them, went to pluck one out, and this other goblin fella in the raid group, he snatched him out from me, and he pulled one of the cards out. That card turned into a beautiful, like, magical sword. he started swinging it around, started acting all tough about it, and showing off and everything. And somebody else grabs another one of the cards. He pulls one out, and you know. But that one was weird though, because he pulled that one out, and this weird demon guy popped out and just smashed him, and then vanished. Strangest thing I ever saw. So I finally get the cards back. I pluck one out, and it just poof disappears out of nowhere. I felt this like weird sort of feeling in my brain, but like it didn't really do anything. And until later on that day, because for some reason I kept thinking to myself like something's weird about this, but I just too dang stupid to understand it. So I finally was just like, golly, I wish I knew what that thing was. And I wish I was just smart enough to understand how this magic stuff sort of works. And next thing I knew, it all made sense. I started seeing the weave, the magical energy of the world, but like seeing as it functions, like mechanically, and I'm able to manipulate it in these different ways now. I don't know why that wish I made sort of came true, like a magical sort of thing. Anyway, so after that happened, I left the clan. I did a little time as a doing a little merchant shopping or little merchant working, a little maintenance upkeep, things like that, and eventually found my way into adventuring. There's a lot of money in there. A lot of people need things and do that sort of thing, and you sort of help people out a little bit. So that's what I do now. I'm for hire if you need me too, by the way.
I was with my pa in the woods, hunting for food on a long trip away from home. I was gored by a boar, and I was a little confused, and I was very sad. I took his book he scratched letters into, and so I could learn more about him. He didn't really talk a lot about anything. He was an orc of few words. I took his book, and I headed to find someone smart that could help me understand what all these letters mean and what words they make. Nobody seemed to understand or make sense of the scratches except a mage who was up and coming, and he seemed like he could help me understand what was going on here. He said he could cast a spell that would help me learn, but it costs a lot of money, and I didn't have any money. So I went to go north to the New World in search of knowledge or money, and the first place I got to was a nice farm run by a nice old couple, the Hopkins. The man of the farm who ran it, he would give me some of his free time when he had it to help me learn how to read Common, which was, not what was in my father's book, as I learned later. But he couldn't give me all his time, so he had his son Kevin teach me. He was nice. He was pretty mean sometimes, but it was a good experience. Soon after, I left the farm to go wander and look for other orcs that have been spotted, and then maybe I could learn from them. I got some help from a small little goblin named Glasses. I helped him out once when he's getting stomped by some orcs, and some other goblins, and I asked him if he's seen any other orcs running around, and he seemed to let me know whenever he was in the area. I met some okay people I went to go do some jobs with, and then I just stuck with them when all my leads ran empty. There was a dwarf, a goblin guy, and like a weird wood elf that spoke funny. We're cool.
So usually these sorts of stories begin with a young, jovial character thrust into a life-changing scenario, setting them on some kind of unplanned trajectory. But they aren't usually embarrassing or humiliating. Oh wait, my apologies. I should introduce myself first. I'm Desperado Phineas Theos, the third of my name, after my grandfather and my great-great-grandfather. My older brother, Silverado, you might have heard of him. He did some pretty great things for the people of Gira. He left some time ago, a few years ago now. Hasn't been heard from quite a while. Our home, our village, sits within the redwood forest, just on the edge of Dunsmuir Lake. Anyway, Silverado's leaving home for me was really tough. I thought we'd be in the forest together forever, our families growing up together. But after he set off, I realized I needed to find my place in this world too. I just wasn't sure what that looked like. I wasn't sure what that might be. And my friends and I, we spent most of our time just messing around on the shores of the Dunsmuir, like any, young elf might do. When we weren't in school or training, that is. Usually these times on the lake were involved the weird games, always involved lots of wine. Not the junk from around here, the good stuff, good elven stuff. But on one sunny afternoon, everything kind of changed for me. It was a day like any other. It was sunny. It was nice. We were on the lake between swigs of wine, knots of the good bread. Wine was a bit off. We paid it no mind though. It didn't matter. But I'll never forget that giggling, cackling sound. It still haunts me. We were laying there with our dipping our toes in the water, staring at the sky. Those days when you're just trying to avoid the world and that's catching up to you. It was one of those times, all of a sudden I began to realize something was amiss, not quite right. I couldn't wiggle my toes, my fingers, I couldn't turn my head, I couldn't move my arms or legs. I wasn't quite sure what had happened. None of us could move, but we could see and we could hear quite well. I could hear really well. You know how they say when you lose one sense, all your other sense are heightened. They're very right. The dancing and the laughing and cackling sound all around us. I couldn't tell what they were. I found out later from my father they're called bogles, tricksy little fey creatures. Anyway, they took everything. They took everything from us: our food, our coins, our clothes, our dignity. By the time I could move again, they were gone. There was no trace of them. There we were on the shore of the Dunsmuir, naked, exposed, robbed, and humiliated. I promised myself I'd never let my guard down like that again, especially around fays. And after that experience, I took my training much more seriously. It opened my eyes to the world and the things that are around us. Nothing is as it seems in our world, and even in times of peace, things can change in an instant, it seems. After the thing with the boggles, I kind of developed this issue with others touching my food. I trained in the community kitchens and learned some really good elven cuisine. I became a pretty accomplished chef, But when I wasn't in the kitchens, instead of spending my time at the lake, I practiced with my bow and my blades. I'd hoped that I wouldn't ever need to use them, but I wanted to be prepared in the event that I did. And it was around that time that the lady in the lake came to me. Apparently, she'd been watching me. I had no idea, but the first time I saw her, she appeared as this regal elven maiden, wearing this fairly pristine sylvan plate mail. She talked to me about how she was ready to take on a champion, someone to carry on her mantle. She would spar with me, and she helped me hone my skills with my bow and my blade. She told me about how she was one of the protectors of my people long ago, a great knight. No idea. She fought in the great battle of the Redwood Forest, the one that gave Redwood its name. She was a real great warrior, and she fought bravely in that battle. She'd eventually fall, but Dunsmuir favored her, and her spirit lives on in the lake. She watches over our kin and in service of him in Dunsmuir. She asked if I could prove my worth. She would empower me to do great things. She asked me to seek out one of Dunsmuir's most faithful followers, my brother, actually, Silverado. She says he's lost but not gone, and that's what brings me here.
Because that's what I would have done. I would have waited for. I mean, I don't know if it has to be like a melee attack, then it probably wouldn't be so devastating. But if it was like any type of damage, I would just wait for a huge magical spell.
We're back live.
Boom.
Oh no.
No. Okay.
Hello.
We'll just wait for Joel to turn up.
That's why he's gone. He's turning up right now.
I get it.
That's so funny. I can't believe it. So funny.
Goodness. Yeah, so, yeah, you know.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Shay.
Yeah. The time date this, everybody. Fallout New Vegas just came out on the Xbox 360. I suggest you go buy it at the GameStop and, load it up. It's a great game so far. I've just gotten to a Quarry Junction and it's, I heard there's really good loot there.
Hashtag not a sponsor.
Hashtag not a sponsor. Great game. There's no bugs. It works perfectly fine. It never crashes.
Chris was talking about Cyberpunk. I've been wanting to start playing Cyberpunk, Chris, but I'm still playing The Witcher, and because I'm heard that Cyberpunk is like a modernized version of The Witcher.
The combat isn't great, but the story is.
Yeah, the combat's feels a little wonky, but yeah, storyline is very cool from what I've gotten into it so
and
far.
Setting.
Yeah, setting is cool. I still stand by. I'm very upset that I spent so much time in character creation making such a badass, awesome looking V, and then spend the rest of the game in first person. I don't like that.
You can see yourself in like mirrors and stuff.
Yeah.
And every time you go to change your equipment, you'll see yourself.
Yeah, but I don't get to see her being a total badass while, wreaking havoc.
It is a bit unfortunate.
I'm hyped for
My
Borderlands
11-year-old
4.
started playing Baldur's Gate 3.
You're gonna play Borderlands 4?
I think so, dude. I loved Borderlands 2.
Did you play 3? Or the prequel?
I didn't play 3.
Let me tell you, way different. The writing took a dive.
Oh. Okay.
If you know anyone, I'm sorry to burst your bubble. Hey, the gameplay can be fine, and the story is just bad. Because if you talk to anyone that's played Borderlands 3,
it is the charm of Borderlands 2, though, is that it was super fun and quirky.
I played Borderlands 3 with a full group of friends, the full 4 people, including me. And one of the guys played it a bunch, and so we were rushing through the story, and I liked the story, but it was just nonstop dialogue, line after line, sometimes 2 lines playing at once from the same character. And it was not good dialogue.
Dang. Well,
but maybe 4's better. Who knows?
Well,
I can't say.
Guessing it. Anyways, Joel's back. We'll get back to the game here. Welcome back, Joel. We're live. So, the group of you set out with Kevin Hawkins, a party member now. And the city is, of course, cast in the shadow of the floating mountain. So this is effectively dim light. You see the light of sugar fleas, but picture like when smoke has kind of filled the sky and you just see like that glowing red orb. Things are kind of hazy.
It's overcast.
Absolutely. And the ruins of the city, as you set out, you notice that they seem to be dominated by twisting vines, and they're covered in fungus and mold. So you journey north down this well-traveled trail. No doubt the ATK uses it on a regular basis. Commander Hawkins keeping his head on a swivel, just for the event that the ATK does show up. And you begin to pass through what was once a more densely populated area. Of course, the whole city in ruin. And you notice that the air smells very musky. It was faint already because of the ruins being covered in fungus, but this smells like there's a log of rotted wood right in front of your face. And as you continue, you hear lumbering footfalls in front of you, moving in the same direction as you along the path, like the footfalls of some massive creatures.
How far the tree are we? Are we walking in the middle of the trees, or are we staying on the tree line?
The path has the trees to the left, and the trees on the left side of you have disappeared as you enter this more, what was a more densely populated area. On the map, the gray specks represent, the rubble of buildings. So I've moved the party scroll on the map to, about where you are. You've traveled maybe, 20, 30 minutes. And again, you're in kind of an area of ruins.
We didn't have. No one had a familiar, right? Or am I making that up? No familiar.
No, I don't have one.
I'm not familiar with that spell.
Oh well, okay, fine. Okay.
We see tracks or footprints in the ground, Ben?
Make a survival check, please.
All right.
Can I help him as I try and...
You can make your own check.
Okay. Can I try and listen then for how...
Oh, shoot. Sorry, I made a roll with advantage. That's a 5.
Okay.
Can I try and listen for how long a footstep takes from when it hits the ground to then take another step? To, see how long the gate is?
It's hard because there seems to be a small group of these creatures. You can either make a perception or a survival check.
I think I'll try and listen.
No idea, guys.
Good old here. Flat 20.
It sounds like 4 large creatures moving together, not walking in unison, but they are together.
It could be those wolf things, the dire wolves that we fought earlier, that we kind of chased some off, if I remember correctly. It did happen roughly in this, not this type of area, but this type of, range.
I could try and sneak up and see if I can figure out what it is that's ahead of us. Looks like these trees along the west side of us may provide some cover.
So, I'm sorry, the trees are a bit removed now as you are within the rubble of that area, but you could certainly move through the rubble and the kind of ruined buildings if you wanted, a way to sneak up upon them.
Yeah, sure. Let me try that. I'll ask for my lady's guidance, and I'll try and move stealthily, snaking my way through the rubble, keeping low.
Okay.
My elf eyes see.
If you would make a stealth check, please.
Should do that first, eh? Sorry.
Wow.
That is 24.
Nice. So you creep your way through the ruined buildings. Again, the ground therein is covered in dense vines and foliage. As you get closer to the sound of these footfalls, you see almost a trail of spores drifting in the air, kind of like how smoke would drift behind a torchbearer. And, as you get a clear view of the path, you see 4 ogres moving down the trail, dragging large clubs across the ground. And you hear them talking amongst themselves. Master says smash the big ones and eat the littles. They're all little, though. The very little ones we eat, the medium little ones we smash and leave for Master's army. Trapped they are, in the wreckage down the road. Trying to rebuild they are. And the ogres continue their banter as they continue down the path.
Awesome. As that's where I get a good sense of what they are, Ben, and the direction they're heading. I'll move my way back to my friend. and relay the message, and perhaps we can sneak up on these things, my friends, because they seem to be, uh, going in the same direction as us, but also trying to add to the Master's army, which is something that we just cannot have.
I can give it a shot. That's for sure.
Perhaps that trick that Peter does would help too. You know, the one with where they put on the a big zombie.
Well, how smart did they look?
They didn't sound too smart, but
then it might work even better.
I mean, they are ogres. Don't forget. Uh, they were talking about smashing little ones and eating things and leaving some things for the master, and they're obviously following directions, but
I'm thinking
they're ogres.
I'm thinking if we blind them and then attack them while they're inside the area, we might even get them to fight themselves.
I'll try and keep my voice down and not laugh too loud. I like. Perhaps you and I could sneak up and together, Peter.
little teamwork. Yes, I like it.
I'm gonna stay back. I don't want to ruin your chances of whatever's gonna happen here.
Yeah, I think I'd give away our position. This armor wasn't really made for sneaking, says Kevin.
Are you gonna go with them, Edward, or are you gonna stay back here with us, loud people?
I think I should probably stick back as well. I'm a little loud myself.
Yeah, we'll follow you
wait.
guys. You get the jump on them.
Yeah.
If
I
you
got
can
your
get
back,
in,
Peter.
if you can get in close, I'll blind them. And you
How
can
close
rush.
do you need to be?
Oh, not that close.
Actually, sorry, Scuzz had disadvantage on stealth with it because of his armor. I'm good to go. No, I'll go with the quiet ones.
Nice.
You and me, Kevin.
Very well. And so the three of you plan to sneak up and ambush the ogres, is that right?
That's right.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't from at a range at least, and yeah.
Now, I don't have to get that close. I just have to be within 150 feet.
All right.
So it's quite a distance.
Then I mean I can shoot them at that range as well. So.
Well,
I was I was thinking, how should we do this? Ideally, right, we'd like them to strike each other. So if it was, did you see what kind of weapon they were wielding?
They were dragging clubs. Although if they're ogres, I would guess that they might also have rocks with them. But
what do you think? I was thinking if somebody could sneak in and strike them with a similar weapon and then sneak out before they realize, they might think that it was their friend that attacked them. But if we were to attack them with arrows, then I don't think that fool them.
I mean, I could deliver a hefty blow.
Peter, you have that sling still?
I had a sling.
Yes.
Or sorry, my mistake was
No.
Edward had a sling. Edward had a sling, I believe.
Oh, Edward did have a sling. Yes, that's true.
Edward has a sling, yes.
What kind of sling?
It's just a mundane 1d4 rock sling.
Okay.
I mean, it's a magic sling.
Sounds like a great club sling.
No.
Well, they said that they were going to ambush and attack a house up the road. We better act, guys, because we don't know how far away that house is. We don't want them to get there before we ambush them.
Listen,
is it
listen.
is not the the PJ's farm ahead?
Is it?
It is not.
I thought someone mentioned there was a farm ahead.
Yeah, that's
nonetheless.
Let's just
more than a mile away. The farm that you're
okay.
speaking of. Yeah.
Let's just we'll stealth towards there. I will stealth a little bit ahead of everyone else, so that if we end up not sneaking up on them successfully, we're sort of in position where we need to be to attack, as it were.
Do your thing, boy.
Yes. But yes, we need to go. So I will I'm gonna go ahead and shift into my wolf form and activate my right.
I mean, and I think your magic will confuse them enough, Peter. If I mean, at least for the time being, for us to get the jump on them, so to speak.
If you think so, but just know that you will be blinded to them as well. It works both ways.
Then maybe. I mean, this is here. You do what you think is best. It's your magic, not mine. I'll take your lead here.
I can soften them up for you, but I think this is not the right spell for this situation. If we're not to try to fool them.
And while they're doing this, Ben, I think Kevin and I are like, I don't know what the appropriate distance would be behind them to, not be seen, but not be like too far away. Whatever that distance is where Varian's going to try and be. I mean, he can run up and catch up in a turn if he needs to. I don't know about Kevin.
Yeah, I think if you guys hang back 40 to 50 feet, that gives the other guys an opportunity to, make their ambush.
Yeah, that's where I'll be.
Okay. So Edward has suggested that he move ahead, and then the Peter and Desperado follow, somewhat closely behind, so that if you're discovered, then you're somewhat in position. Will you guys please make for me stealth checks as you try to approach the ogres? You hear their banter and their footfalls grow louder as you catch up to them, and you move into the rubble on the side of the road to try to get close to them.
And as we're approaching Edward, I'll give you guidance, Edward.
30 for me.
Or ignore mine. That's a 14, Ben. Ignore the D4 on me. So 14 on mine. Good, Edward. That's good.
Yeah, so I got 19 total.
Nice.
Desperado, did you have a 14?
Yeah, 14.
Okay. Edward, you get close enough so that their stench fills your nostrils, and then you hear one of them, "What's that? Quick, opposite sides." And the ogres kind of split apart into two groups. Two move, close to the rubble, and two move to the far side of the path. You can all see them now, as far as the three of you that have snuck ahead, with Durian and Kevin following closely behind. Enough to see and watch you guys from behind, but this path kind of meanders through the buildings, so at this point you can't exactly see the ogres, though you know where they are. So they seem to have been alerted to your presence, although they haven't seen any of you specifically. And you have two groups of ogres, two each, one on either side of the path, and you notice that their skin is rotten and their flesh is falling away, and they seem to be covered in a fungal infection.
Ugh.
Oops.
You guys can act if you have something in mind.
I'm gonna plant a couple arrows in the one that's of the group, the one that would be closest to Edward. And then like from behind, get back behind cover, like pop up, take a couple of shots at one, Ben, and then duck behind some cover.
Yeah, and
Okay.
as soon as I see one of them starting to stir like that, I would just leap towards their just dive right in towards them.
Okay, you guys all seem to have the same thing in mind, so let's roll initiative, and we'll go from there.
Okay. I'll throw my hat in the ring.
Very good.
It's not a very big hat.
Oof, oof.
Oh, how good.
Yowza.
And Desperado, you can act first.
Awesome. Well, just running my hand along the edge of my bow, saying some words of magic, and it kind of lights up in like a radiance, and then it kind of dissipates. And I'm gonna loose 2 arrows with using my divine favor. Try and plant some arrows into the face of this one ogre. Let me just turn. Boom! All right, here we go. Longbow. That's the 16 and a 13, Ben.
Both arrows strike true.
Oh, sweet. Or that's looks like 4 radiant and 11 piercing on the first one, and then another 12 piercing and 3 more radiant damage from the second arrow. 30 total. Thud. And then I just kind of duck behind some rubble to get some cover.
Okay, and you see a plume of like a fungal cloud emitted from the ogre that you struck. After Desperado, Kevin sees you take aim and fire, and he rushes ahead, and he's able to gain sight on the ogres, and with his crossbow he lets loose a bolt. And he does strike true and deals 9 damage. After Kevin is Peter.
This kind of changes everything I had in mind. Okay. You said there's 2 groups of ogres spread out?
One group has moved close to the rubble that you guys are keeping cover in. They're still ahead of you, maybe 30 feet, and then the other group has moved across the way into the rocks and the sparse trees.
How far are those?
70 feet.
Are they within my range of sight?
Yes, you can see all of these.
Okay, I will target the ones that are further away. I want to keep them distracted, but I'm gonna use one of my new abilities as a 6th level sorcerer. Psionic spell.
Okay.
To burn up 3 sorcery points to cast a 3rd level spell, Hunger of Hadar, without vocal or somatic or material components.
And you hear grunts of confusion from the ogres as they're consumed by the void of darkness.
I'm gonna see if I can try to keep them in that area and confused while my allies deal with these 2. And I'm gonna just stay hidden. I think I'm in a good position right now.
Okay, very good. So, Peter, you've cast Hunger of Hadar on the 2 ogres that are farther away. The other 2, are just 30 feet away ahead of your group. I think that Edward is closer, 20 feet away from them. And Edward, you're next. These 2 undead ogres in the rubble ahead of you.
Okay. Edward is going to charge in towards the one that already. One of them took a couple arrows already, right?
Yes.
Got a couple of. Okay. So Edward is gonna charge in. He's gonna use those arrows to like kind of launch himself up higher on the body, and and go right in for the throat with his attacks. Yeah. First one, 17.
Will hit.
Awesome. Not great on the damage. It's only 9 on that one.
Okay.
Second attack
Dirty 20.
is a dirty 20.
Will hit.
All right. And that's a little bit better. That's 10 total damage.
Very good.
4 cold. I don't know if that has any difference. And then bonus action attack.
15 will hit.
15 does hit too. Okay, cool. Not a very high AC. That's good to know. Ooh, that's pretty good. That's 14 points damage on that attack. And then I will just stay posted up between them, snarling.
Yeah, and you rip open a huge gash in this ogre's shoulder, and he begins to just pour out, oozing blood and ichor, and he's effectively bloodied.
Chris, I know you're a wolf, but for some reason when you do that, I picture it as like, have you ever seen a monkey go crazy on like someone's face? That's what I see.
It's somewhere in between. It's certainly
very nice. After Edward is Durian.
Durian is going to use his movement to try and get close to the one that Edward was picking away at like a chimpanzee.
Sure.
And use his great axe to try and cut this guy down.
Okay.
He is. Yeah, I mean, these guys can really hurt. So he's going to get into a rage. He's going to jump and skip from one rock to the other. Just kind of feeling the rocks poke him on the feet. And he's like, why don't I have boots? Oh, that's right. They got burned up in the pit of lava and pitch. And I need new boots. And that's what he's angry about. Not even the ogres. And is going to slide to a stop and is going to make some attacks against these. There's one ogre that's bloodied. He is going to be making these a great weapon master, and he is going to go reckless as well, I think. And try and kill one of these guys at least before they start jumping everybody. First throw, a crit.
Oh yeah.
Hiya.
Nice.
Well, this is the one thing I don't have a thing set up for. So we're just gonna do this. I didn't say I was gonna use a charge. I believe I have to say beforehand. Oh, when you hit a bloodied creature, you can expend a charge to deal an additional D10.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll throw it on there just so I don't have to deal with math because I already have something set up. So it's going to be a juicy 38 slashing damage.
Nice.
And you just cleave the upper torso of this ogre in twain, and it slides off of his lower half to the ground. The ogre dispatched.
And if I am able to reach the other one, I would gladly tear into him as well.
Yes, the other ogre is right next to this one.
Okay. I'm going to keep going. Another throw on there. That's like a 18.
Will hit.
To hit. All right. Just for a 17 slashing damage. And then the last one, since I killed something and more importantly got a critical hit, I get to make another one. Oh, wait, no, I don't. Because that's a bonus action. I will stand my ground there and just kind of look at this thing and say, look how easy I killed your friend. I think you're going to be next. Just pointing at him. And that'll be my turn.
Okay. The ogre takes a deep breath as your axe slices into his belly, and he just exhales, and you smell his rancid fungal breath. Please make a Constitution saving throw.
This isn't good.
Am I in that too?
Yes, thank you, Edward as well.
afraid of
Edward
that.
and Durian.
I got a 21.
I got a 5.
Okay. Durian, you save. Edward, you do not. With the save, you'll take half damage.
I'm sure it's not that much damage.
Yeah.
Probably like 2 or 3 d6 kind of thing. It's not a big deal. It's fine. That's fine. This is fine.
As you breathe in, you feel the roughness of these fungal spores travel down your throat and just clinging on and burning within you. You're also both poisoned.
Even if I saved?
I'm sorry.
He's so stinky?
Yes, I'm sorry. Edward is poisoned. And you will take 5 damage at the start of your turn. And you can repeat this Constitution saving throw at the end of your turn, Edward.
As Edward is seemingly breathing in these very bad funky spores, the spirits that were just kind of like poking at the first dead ogre body, just kind of because that's how the effect works, are realizing they can't do anything. And these kind of amorphous blue ogre spirits go over and they form kind of like a sieve around Edward's mouth to keep some of the spores out. And I'm going to use my new level 6 ability, Spirit Shield, to reduce the damage he's taking by 2d6.
Cool.
It doesn't matter if it's a hit or not, which is pretty neat.
Really interesting. Very nice.
You take 7 less.
Hey.
Do I take half damage still, Ben? Or is it just for Edward?
Unless something negated that, yes, you will take half damage from that.
Okay. Just checking.
Yes. Yeah, thank you. Okay. On the opposite side of the path, there are the other 2 ogre zombies. And, they have with them these hulking tree stumps that they're using as clubs. But they also reach into the rubble, picking up large slabs of rock that has been molded, and they heave them. One heaves a large stone at Edward.
I hate to bring it up, but
gosh, I'm sorry.
One,
they're blind.
We don't have a battle map, so I'm
70 feet
forgetting
away.
things. I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah. One, they're 70 feet away.
Yes.
2, they're blinded. And 3,
Yes.
they have screeching noises around them.
You're absolutely right, and I do apologize. I even have on my notes Hunger of Hadar.
So I'm assuming they're at least somewhat confused for the moment.
No, absolutely. And scratch what I said. They try to claw their way out of the darkness, just going in a random direction, trying to flee what has been cast upon them. And both of them do emerge, but again, both of them are going to take that damage that is dealt to them. Will you please roll the cold damage for starting their turn?
It's 2d6.
Yeah, we have a 20-foot radius for that spell, so they're just basically, they have to move at half speed because it's difficult terrain, but they're going to use up, all of their efforts to get out of that spell. So you do see them emerge from there. They just kind of look around stupefied.
For 5 damage.
Okay. And that's also super effective because, they essentially can't act. They look around to try to spot the group of you. And then next is Desperado.
Look, from where I'm undercover, Ben, I'm just going to pop out and I'm going to try and plant a couple arrows right in the face of the one that Durian just started chopping up with where his spirits are dancing around. So I kind of instinctively pull 2 arrows out of my quiver, put one in my mouth, and then knock and fire, and then pull the other one out of my mouth, knock and fire. in blistering elven speed.
Ah, very good.
Yes.
Hopefully, I just. Okay, cool. 18 to hit. I'm the first guy.
Hits.
And, let's see. That's going to be 14, 3 radiant, 11 piercing.
Very nice.
And then the second arrow. Come on, don't be in that one. Oh, it's 2. 9. That's going
Sure
to
enough, a 9 will hit.
Oh, snap.
These are slow even for ogres.
Wow, okay. That's for another 12. 4 radiant, 8 piercing. So what's that?
Very good.
28, I think. And then I'm going to try and just kind of like from where I am, Ben, on the one side, I'm just going to kind of move around Peter and then try and get behind another piece of rubble, just changing my positioning. Trying to see if I can confuse the ogres that just popped out of the Hunger of Hadar.
Okay. I'll grant partial cover for you because you do want to keep your eyes on the enemy, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. So you'll have a +2 to your AC against any attacks that are made at range.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
And that will be all for me.
Okay. Kevin is not as fast as Durian. He fires again with his heavy crossbow against the ogre that is under attack. A 14 will hit, and the bolt pierces the ogre, dealing 9 damage. After Kevin is Peter.
This is an extravagant use of resources, but I want to confuse the other side, the ogres on the other side, and make them think that these tentacles are following them. So I'm going to burn another 3 sorcery points to cast the same spell in their new location.
Okay. I'm going to roll for random directions that they escaped in because they're essentially, charging straight ahead to try to get out of this after their initial confusion. And so you can decide to do that after I see what direction they go in. If their rolls are within one number of each other, then they are close enough to be consumed by the same spell. So I'm going to roll 2 d8s for this.
Okay.
Wow, a 4 and a 4. So
it was meant to be
outside of that orb of darkness, just right next to each other.
And then once again, they are consumed by tentacles.
Wow. Okay.
So I'm trying to make them think that running away is pointless, that they have to stand and fight somehow.
Yeah, absolutely.
Savage, Joel.
It's a lot of sorcery points. That's all of them, but I think it's worth it.
I almost want to roll intelligence checks just to see, what kind of grip they still have on their own sanity. So I'm going to roll some saving throws for them.
That's below my save DC, if that helps.
And you just hear their, their stammering and murmurs of confusion. They begin shouting within this darkness.
I don't know what's going on. It's dark.
Well, not only that, there are these, otherworldly tentacles lashing at them and whatnot.
Yep.
The maddening sounds of the
maddening
hunger.
sounds of hunger. Yeah. And slurping noises.
After Peter is Edward, and there's the one ogre next to Edward. The other 2 have been consumed again by Hunger of Hadar.
Wreck him, Edward.
All right. Well, Edward is poisoned, but he'll do the best he can. And take a couple swipes at the remaining one. At disadvantage, right? Because of the poison?
Yes, please.
Yep. All right. First one. Does not matter. It's a 10.
10 will hit.
All right. That's going to be 10 points of damage total on that one. Next one is a nat 1.
Oh, jeez.
And unarmed, our bonus action attack is a 12 for, oh my goodness, 9 points of damage.
And again, this ogre zombie is badly bloodied, torn open by your claws.
Done.
After Edward is Durian.
Does he get to save?
Oh,
from his...
yes, please. Thank you. Edward, you can make your Constitution save against the poison at the end of your turn here. So con save, please.
Yes.
Man, you guys are on top of things here, though. Oh, make a Constitution saving throw, please, against the poison.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, you said at the end. Nope. It's a 4.
You still feel the burning down your windpipe. And after Edward is Durian.
I'm not poisoned, however. I just took the damage from it.
That's right.
Yeah, because you saved.
All right, I'll same verse. Last is the first. What am I saying? I'm just gonna hit this guy a bunch. Just gonna do a couple of attacks at advantage, recklessly, and see if I can take him out, kill him, cut up his belly a little bit. 26
will hit.
These are all -5s, but I don't think unless I perform horribly. Oh well, I don't know. Does a 6
Then
do
there's
it?
that. No, 6 will miss.
Okay. It's extremely unlikely, but that's okay. I also forgot rage damage, which is just 2 on one of those prior attacks, but I don't think it matters.
What did you roll? See, I see you're 11. No?
Yeah, but -5 from doing
Oh, right. -5 do your attack. Sorry, bro.
Yeah, I should put that on there, honestly, as a modifier. So that is 16 slashing damage. And if you want that tick on the 2 from the last attack I forgot about, by all
No,
means
but
do
you
so.
do slice open the ogre zombie, and its guts spill out, already decayed, and it is slain.
All right, I'll move. I'll move 30 feet towards the other ogres that are being slurped up by some weird fog, but I'll stay within 30 feet of Edward, just in case, and I'll end my turn there.
Okay. Yeah, you basically move across the other side of the path, just on the edge of the spell, and that would take you, I think no more than 20 feet of movement to get there.
I'm
you're just
pretty close.
Yeah, waiting for these ogres to possibly reemerge.
Could I chuck a javelin then? I didn't know I was that close.
Sure.
All right. I'll one melee attack.
If you
Never
have
mind.
another attack. Okay.
No, it's a melee. Oh well.
Okay.
That'll be
And there is this confusion within, as the ogres will take damage at the beginning of their turn.
They're gonna take another 2d4.
Okay.
D6. Yeah.
Or 2d6, alright.
You're good.
For 5 damage.
Okay. And only one of the ogre zombies emerges from this darkness, and he actually spills out right next to you, Durian. He looks dumbfounded and raises his club to strike, but it has taken all of his efforts to escape from the spell. The other is still trapped within, and it has in some way stumbled about for its entire turn. Will you please deal the damage for this zombie ending its turn in the spell?
Oh, sorry. It has to make a dexterity save.
Oh, thank you.
Just churning him up.
-1 won't do it, I
I
reckon.
don't think so, man. Let me check.
Actually,
turn
rolls
it makes
over.
2d6. Another 2d6 gold. Any creature that ends its turn must succeed on dex save or take 2d6 acid as it's being consumed.
Awesome. Oh.
Take it.
Very good. Next is Desperado. You see one target, one of these ogre zombies has emerged from the hunger of Hadar. The other is still lost within the madness.
Nice. I am again, but pulling 2 arrows out of my quiver in succession, placing one in my mouth, and then I loose 2 arrows at the at this ogre in front of my friend Darian. Trying to soften him up for you guys. 18 and 11.
Both will hit.
That's going to be 11, 20, 23 total, Ben. That's 17 piercing and 6 radiant damage.
And your arrows land, almost in unison, right next to each other, and tear open a large portion of his gut as it begins to spill upon the ground, and the ogre is effectively bloodied.
And then I'm just going to move up a little bit more so that I'm about 5 feet from where Edward is, trying to envelop him in my aura of paladinness that kind of help him overcome this poison that's overtaken him.
I see. What is the mechanic involved in that?
Oh, it's my aura. It'll give him. He can add my charisma modifier to his saving throw.
Oh, very nice. Okay. And at that, Kevin again uses his heavy crossbow to fire another bolt. A 5 misses. Wow. This bolt just goes into the darkness. And after Kevin is Peter.
I'm going to get out of cover and fire a cantrip. It's going to be let's go with firebolt. Let's see. Yes.
This guy's used too many AoE spells.
I mean, we're just starting. Will a 13 hit?
A 13 hits.
Perfect. For 2
Oh,
fire damage.
No.
Listen, we can't all win.
2 once. Hey, you're doing a lot of heavy lifting.
Those are the
Don't feel
only
bad.
ones I can't reroll. You know?
Yeah. Well.
Okay. Is that all?
Just leave
for
it at
Peter?
Edward. He'll kill it.
That's gonna be it. That's all I got.
Okay. Next is Edward, and this ogre is on the other side of the path from you, about 20 feet away, standing next to Durian.
Okay. I'm going to run up on him and dive in claw first.
Very good.
With my sticky disadvantage. Oh, wait. Do I lose 5 hit points on this round too?
Yes, please. Thank you.
I will use my reaction to reduce that by 2d6 with Spirit Shield. Because it's been my turn since he has taken damage.
So cool.
Yeah, it's great, right?
Nice.
It's just, the spirits reach in through your mouth and pull out the spores that were about to be sucked down and just throw them away in the air, disgusted.
Well done. Okay, so no damage.
No damage.
Nice. Okay.
Damn, Spirit Shield
right.
is so good.
Yeah.
It's very nice.
That's basically like a heal.
I'm going in for 3 more attacks.
Very good.
I'm going to try to sort of work my way around from behind them so I can fall at their back and try to get around to the neck from there. Just an 11 hit.
Hits.
All right. So first one is 11 points of damage. Second one is a nat 1 that misses.
Okay.
And final one.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's a dirty 19. All right. That one's going to be, that's not bad. 14 points of damage total.
Okay. Well played. After Edward is Durian.
Do I need to do my save again?
Oh, yes, please. Constitution saving throw.
You're outside of my aura now, Chris. My bad.
Right. So I got the +3, right?
Oh no, you moved away.
Well, he could move back into it.
Yeah, he could actually.
Nonetheless, a 16 will be good enough to,
Like you're good.
to succeed.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. You
You're
just
right.
cough
Yeah,
out the
sorry.
remaining spores and are free of the
All right.
poison. After Edward is Durian.
Darian is going to keep on moving on with what he's doing. He's gonna look for. He's hitting them at the neck, so he's gonna try and jump up and try and hit him recklessly, but he's probably not gonna reach. He's doing his best though.
Oh,
All right.
Oh, yes, he
jeez.
is. Yes,
I
he
didn't say this was
is.
a great weapon master, but you know it's fine. 13
13
for
hits.
that, and then we'll just throw on a normal crit damage.
A crit hits.
Of course, of course. So 18 and 20 for a total of 40, 48 or 38, I think.
Another ogre zombie falls.
Jeez.
Has that been
So
all
s-
3 at the hand of Darian?
I've been kind of kill stealing though, so do not give me the credit. Edward here
Okay.
has gotten
Nonetheless.
bloodied every time.
And I've been softening him up too. Like, yeah.
We have shared XP in the party. It turned on, thankfully. He's good.
I think at this point you get the Ogre Slayer achievement.
Thanks, guys. I've been having trouble with this achievement. I appreciate your help. I don't. Yeah, no, I'm done there. I don't want to go into this darkness and take some weird damage. I'm gonna stay right where I'm at.
Okay, the ogre starts its turn there, so please roll cold damage.
Okay.
Spell is horrific.
It is a good spell. Thank you.
I've never seen it used this much before at all.
That's 9 cold.
And the ogre comes stumbling out of the hunger of Hadar, clutching at its head. And I'm going to roll a d8 lows. It comes out close enough to Durian and Edward to attack. Highs, it does not. And it stumbles out right into Durian and regains its senses and slams into him just with a clothesline.
At advantage.
At advantage, thank you.
Because I was doing it recklessly.
14 will miss.
Will not do it.
Next is Desperado. You've seen the final ogre stumble out, and it is your turn.
This guy's talking about how they're killing ogres, and they all have arrows sticking out of them. Yeah. I quickly begin moving in, stowing my bow and drawing my rapier, and I'm gonna come into melee and help my friends with this last ogre.
Very good.
No, bro, you're stealing my kill. That's my ogre.
As my bow goes away and my rapier comes out, it becomes encased in radiant energy from my divine favor, and I'm gonna wreck this thing. Are these things evil, Ben?
I'm sorry?
But they are these things evil?
They are evil.
They're just really. 13 on the first jab.
13 hits.
And then 22 on the second jab. For 14, 23 all day. All radiant damage. 23 radiant damage.
All radiant, all day.
All radiant, all day.
And
then I just brace there with my rapier atop my shield.
Sure. And as your sword slices them open, light pours out of the wound, and it is effectively bloodied.
As I come in, my aura of protection kind of envelops myself and my friends, and there's these little, just like a long red willow leaves, just kind of wafting in within my aura, and they kind of dissipate, and then new ones fall.
Cool.
Essence of the redwood.
Kevin lets another crossbow bolt fly. For 10 damage. After Kevin is Peter.
I'm gonna continue my assault with my bolt, my fire bolt.
Okay.
So it's gonna be a cantrip attack. Fire bolt.
Light him up.
18
hits.
Or 14 damage. Much better. I'll take that.
Bad.
Okay.
And I'll leave the rest to my friends.
After Peter is Edward, and there is just the single ogre zombie left, and you were right next to it already.
Edward is right next to it. He is no longer poisoned. Everything's coming up, Edward.
Life is good.
Oh.
Okay. All right. I'm sorry.
Edward has rolled so many ones this combat.
Seriously.
I'm sorry. I won't
Crazy.
say
One around, man.
Have you considered being a halfling? I mean, it's pretty great.
A 21 will hit.
All right. 21 will hit.
I can put in a good word for you.
Okay, so that's going to be 14 on that one.
And your icy claws rip into the ogre zombie, rending it, slaying it outright.
All right, well, there you go then. Don't even need the bonus action attack.
Durin quickly chops off its head with his axe. Says, "See, I got the last one. I got him. Yep, I did it."
Edward looks at you and gives you that dog head tilt.
I killed him. See that, Kevin? I killed that one, right?
And I'm going to release my spell.
Okay.
Hey, Peter, do you mind just finishing them off with that firebolt that you're throwing around? Maybe just light these things up so that they might not come back and join the Master's army again someday.
Would it not be better to throw them in the river as well?
Well, these lakes around us, we would basically have to get them back. We would have to take 4 ogres with us. I think in this case, it's better just to burn them.
Yes, they're quite large. I don't think we could take them that far.
I mean, I might be able to, but it'd suck.
Rest their souls, but I would not want them to join Anam in their afterlife. He has caused enough terror to this realm.
I'm sure they
without
have
growing his
afterlife
rank.
to get to.
Like, note, I'm traveling with racists.
Yeah, I just kind of lock eyes with Peters when he says that. It's like,
I say we burn them.
No. If you wish to burn them, go ahead, but I will not take part in it.
Sure, I'll desecrate a corpse.
There are better uses for
What are you
my
on here?
magics.
Give me a moment. I will start a fire, and we'll pile them upon it before we continue, if that is agreeable.
I will help you. I will help you, Kevin, for sure. Yeah. Surely a fire will alert our position much greater than the fire my friend Peter would create, but nonetheless, it must be done.
Burning corpse will leave flame and smoke and
It's
smell.
okay, Peter. You've made your mistake. You don't have to defend yourself. Your position is known.
I'm gonna
I'll help you, Kevin, by all means, my friend.
I'm gonna go over to start helping with the fire as well. But as I pass by Peter, I'm gonna whisper to him, "It's like this doesn't reflect poorly on me. Okay, I just want to leave." I go over to go help gather firewood.
I'm gonna make it like a note in my journal. Not all of my traveling companions are racist.
Nonetheless, you all set a large enough fire to consume the bodies of these ogre zombies, and the fire seems to have such an effect that it rather than just kind of smoldering away, the corpses turn to ash and dissipate. Perhaps it is because the fire was set by a paladin or those of righteous cause, but it is enough to destroy any traces of these bodies.
Right.
And let's end the adventure there for this evening.
Right.
We'll pick up again next week. That's the 25th, and the adventure will continue then.
Let's get bite, guys.
Yeah, let's talk about the ones.